Alexandra Eala talks Filipino fans. Sharapova style ahead of Rome debut. Rome, Italy. Alexandra Eala has quickly become one of the most recognizable faces in tennis, and the fans at the Internazionali BNL d'Italia have taken notice of the teen phenom in her debut appearance. "I didn't expect such a big Filipino population here in Rome," said the 19-year-old, who will play her first round against Marta Kostyuk on Wednesday. "But even just walking the streets, I've run into Filipinos 5 times already. When we walk in the streets, you know you're seeing another Filipino. It's such a blessing, of course, to have such a big community. So many places feel like home because of that." The Filipino fans came out in full force for Eala's breakthrough Miami Open run, where she reached the quarterfinals with victories over Jelena Ostapenko and Iga Swiatek, facing off again last month at the Mutua Madrid Open. The Quezon City native led Swiatek by a set and a break, ultimately falling in 3 sets. "I think, personally, I definitely prefer hard courts," Eala told Tennis Channel on Monday. "That's the surface I grew up on. Although I've been spending time on clay from, obviously, everything. From the junior tour you play a lot on clay, and now on the pro tour has its clay season. I like to think I'm comfortable on both, but still more comfortable with hard courts." The Rafael Nadal Academy alum has definitely spent plenty of time on clay and looks to slide into her first clay swing by drawing inspiration from her idols. "I remember one time I watched Rafa Nadal in person at Roland Garros," recalled Eala. "I was probably around 12. I would disagree with people who might say I play similarly to him, but I think more than my playing style. It's more the attitude that you get from people. I also watched a lot of Maria Sharapova when I was growing up, so a lot of that grit and power I got from her. From Rafa, I got a lot of my fight. But I think my favorite thing about watching Sharapova growing up was her outfits." Eala added with a laugh. Already decked out in Nike, like Nadal and Sharapova before her, is it only a matter of time before the world know? 70 has her own signature line. Alexandra Eala, a rising star channeling Sharapova's spirit ahead of Rome debut. As the sun sets over the historic clay courts of Rome, a new chapter in tennis history is poised to be written. Alexandra Eala, the Philippines' brightest tennis prodigy, is set to make her debut at the Italian Open, stepping onto the same courts that have witnessed the triumphs of legends. At just 19 years old, Eala has already etched her name in the annals of the sport, becoming the first Filipina to break into the WTA Top 100 and securing a semifinal berth at the 2025 Miami Open. Wikipedia +1. Wikipedia +1. A Sharapova-inspired journey. Eala's admiration for tennis icon Maria Sharapova is well documented. In a 2024 interview, she revealed that as a child, she had a poster of Sharapova in her room, inspired by the Russian's fierce competitiveness and style. This admiration is evident in Eala's own playing style: aggressive baseline shots, a powerful serve, and an unwavering determination to chase every ball. Commentators have even drawn parallels between the two, noting Eala's habit of turning to the back of the court for practice swings, reminiscent of Sharapova's pre-serve rituals. Sportskeeda, Philstar, Filipino fans, the heartbeat of her success. Eala's ascent in the tennis world is not just a personal triumph but a beacon of hope for Filipino sports enthusiasts. Her performances have reignited interest in tennis in the Philippines, inspiring a new generation to pick up rackets and dream big. Eala herself acknowledges the profound impact of Filipino fans, stating that their support has been a driving force in her journey. Her victory speeches in Tagalog resonate deeply, reflecting her pride in her heritage and her desire to uplift her country on the global stage. Spin.th, Women's Tennis Association. The Rome stage. A new beginning. As Eala stepped onto the red clay of Rome, she carries with her the hopes of a nation and the spirit of her idols. The Italian Open presents a unique challenge. Its slow surface and high bounces demand patience and strategic play. Eala's aggressive baseline game will be tested, but her experiences in the Rafa Nadal Academy have equipped her with the tools to adapt and thrive. Go forward together. Globe Telecom +1. Sportsmax +1. Sportsmax +2. Spin.th +2. Sportskeeda +2. Beyond the court, a role model for the future. Eala's influence extends beyond her athletic prowess. She embodies the values of discipline, resilience, and cultural pride. Her journey serves as a testament to the power of perseverance and the importance of representation in sports. As she continues to break barriers, Eala is not just chasing titles. She is paving the way for future Filipino tennis stars to follow in her footsteps. Spin.fe. In conclusion, Alexandra Eala's debut in Rome is more than just another tournament appearance. It is a celebration of talent, heritage, and the unbreakable bond between an athlete and her fans. As she channels the spirit of Maria Sharapova and the support of her Filipino roots, Eala is poised to leave an indelible mark on the world of tennis. Alexandra Eala talks Filipino fans, Sharapova style ahead of Rome debut. As the clay courts of Rome prepare for another dramatic tennis showcase, one name is drawing fresh excitement in the Eternal City, Alexandra Eala. At only 19, the Filipino sensation is making her main draw debut at the prestigious Italian Open, stepping into the spotlight not just as a rising WTA star, but as a proud representative of the Philippines. Eala's path to Rome has been anything but ordinary. Trained at the Rafa Natal Academy since she was 12, she has grown under the shadows of champions, sharpening a game that blends power, patience, and an ever-deepening tactical IQ. But ask her who she modeled her game after, and you'll hear a different name. Not Natal, not Serena, Maria Sharapova. I had a poster of Maria Sharapova in my room when I was younger. Eala said in a recent interview, "I love her style. I love how she carried herself on and off the court." Sharapova's shadow, Eala's flame. There are echoes of Sharapova in how Eala plays, the determined ball toss, the full-force ground strokes, the single-minded focus. Yet, there's something distinctly Eala about her presence. It's not just the game. It's the grounding. It's the culture. It's the voice of a new generation of Filipino athletes who aren't waiting for permission to dream. They're already chasing greatness. Para sa bayan. For the nation. If you've seen Eala play, you've likely seen the Philippine flag stitched proudly to her kit. It's no afterthought. It's her identity. "Filipino fans are everything to me," she said. "Even when I'm playing in Europe or the US, I always hear a few voices cheering Laban, Alex. It makes all the difference." The bond she shares with her fellow Filipinos is unlike most on the WTA Tour. In a sport often dominated by players from powerhouse nations, Eala stands out, not just for her talent, but for where she's from and what she represents. Her matches have become must-watch events back home. Whether it's on the big screen in a Manila sports bar or streamed on phones during a jeepney ride, Alexandra Eala is not just playing tennis, she's bringing Filipinos along with her. Rome awaits, the clay and the challenge. The Rome tournament, played on slow red clay, is known to humble even the best. For Eala, who grew up on hard courts but has adapted well to clay, it's another test, but also an opportunity. Clay demands a lot more patience. Eala said, "You have to build points. You have to trust the grind." But that's something I've learned through the years, especially training in Spain. It's easy to forget how young she still is, because she speaks with the clarity of someone twice her age. But that maturity comes from the journey, juggling school, training abroad, managing early success, and now handling the pressure of national expectations. Bigger than tennis. What makes Eala unique isn't just her forehand or her rankings. It's her mindset. She sees herself as a bridge between two worlds, global tennis and Filipino identity. It's not always easy. Tennis is still an elite sport in the Philippines, with limited access and funding. But every step she takes opens doors for others. She's aware of the responsibility, but she wears it like a badge of honor. If there's a little girl in Cebu or Davao watching me and thinking, "Hey, maybe I can do that too," then I'm doing something right. The road ahead. Eala may not be expected to win Rome. Not yet, but that's never been the point. She's playing for more than trophies. She's playing for experience, for growth, and for her people. In her own way, she's creating a hybrid legacy. Part Sharapova-style intensity, part Bayanihan spirit. The result? A player unlike any other on tour. As Rome draws near and cameras zoom in on the WTA's newest faces, watch for the girl in red, blue, and yellow. She'll walk tall, she'll swing hard, and no matter the outcome, Alexandra Eala will make the Philippines proud. Would you like a quote graphic or image of Eala ahead of her Rome debut?